wanted to come on here and just have an idea. And y'all know that 100 Days of Halloween is coming up. I want to make this crazy Halloween afghan. I was going to do this one that came out in my email, and I didn't really want to buy the yarn and, you know, commit to a project. And anyway, so I started doing my own research and looking for blocks, and I thought, what if I put all these blocks together and I had a different one for every day of the 100 Days of Halloween? So then I was thinking, well, okay, 100 blocks, 10 by 10, okay. So, but then I had another thought. How am I going to get all these blocks to be the same size? That's the magic. It's going to take some work on my part. I don't think I want anything larger than 6 inches per block, 6.5, because at 10 by 10, that's going to put it at least 60 inches by 60 inches. And that's not including joining and border and all of that. So, I've been thinking about this for a couple of days, and Google is my best friend. So far, I have come up with 40 different blocks. Some of them are very similar, but they're by different people. So I'm counting them as different blocks. Like, I could not tell you the number of ghosts I have found and the number of pumpkins I have found that all look the same. But they're different because different people made them, and the stitch counts are different. And so that brings me to another problem that I was thinking. It's like, what am I going to do with all these different blocks? Because some of them are tapestry, and some of them are double crochets, and some of them are applique, and some of them, you know, the list is endless at this point, because I have, like I say, 40 some of them. And so I thought, well, let's think about how we're going to join them. And I was thinking back to a project I did a couple of years ago. It was called the Peppermint Twist, and it had this kind of a lacy join where, you know, you went around the block with like a chain and a single crochet, and it made loops. And then you joined from the loop to the, you know, the loop of the next one, and it, you know, just made it really cool looking. And so I thought, well, I'm going to Google something and see if maybe there's something called a spider web join. Sure enough, somebody made that idea because it looks kind of like a spider web in the middle. So, you know, my 60 by 60 inch afghan may turn out to be more like 70 or 80 inches by the time I get this spider web thing in, and I may not even get all the blocks done. But my idea is to make one block every day from this different compilation of patterns. I may have to use blocks twice because I'm almost up to 50. So I don't know. I'm just going to keep going and keep looking, and, you know, I may have to put a block aside because, like, there's one creator who made like 4 different variations of the same block, but they're all different, and I want to include them all, but it's like the same thing. So I don't want 4 in a row. Maybe I'll roll. I don't know. What are your thoughts on this project? If you're new to this channel, I'm totally sorry. You just jumped in on the wrong video. If you're returning, well, you know this is nothing new for me. So, but yeah, I just, you know, and is this something you guys would like to take part in with me? You know, because I'll be glad to, like, post the link to the pattern that I'm using and how I modify it to make it fit my needs, and so maybe you can modify it to fit your needs. I mean, I'm not going to obviously share the pattern with you because I want you to go to the creator's site And, you know, maybe you crochet differently than me. Maybe you can do it without modifying it, or, you know, whatever. But, and, you know, obviously I can't do one every day physically, so I may have to pre-record, or you may get 2 in one day if I miss a day. I don't know. We'll see. I've been doing better about pre-recording my machine videos, so, you know, I used to, as soon as I would get something done, I would just let it go. You know, I would drop it and you guys could see it at the time it was done. But now I am, instead of overloading, I am dropping one at a time. So I'm thinking the Halloween blocks could be the same and just drop like one a day, even if I do more than one in a day. So I'll still have 100 videos, hopefully one a day. And then of course there's the joining, but we can join it as we go whenever, you know, you feel like you've got enough blocks, because the way the join that I'm thinking of, you do one row and then you would start the next row. I don't know. Anyway, so theoretically you could just watch me fumble through it, and then after you get all 100 of your blocks done, then you could put yours together. But I'm too impatient for that. I have to see progress, so as soon as I get maybe like 20 blocks done, I might lay them out, and I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I need to get my stuff together though, because I've got 5 days to figure this all out. I got 5 days to put this huge project together, and I really probably am biting off more than I can chew, because I do have other projects in the works right now. I mean, I've got hand stitching going on, I've got a cake off to do, and run a business while I'm at it, because, you know, that's what I do. I work 7 days a week, you know, 5 days in the shop and then 2 days at the nursing home. So leave me a comment down below. If you're a first time watcher, come back and watch something else, because this is not representative of the whole channel. If you're returning subby and you see this and you're like, oh, she's off the deep end, somebody send me an email. No, whatever. Give me your comments down below. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Give me your inputs. If you have any patterns that you'd like to share, they're free, because I want to keep this all free if I can. Because I've seen some lovely patterns that I would love to do, but I don't really want to pay an arm and a leg, and I want to use up scraps. I don't want to go out and buy things. So, you know, I can't give you a list of what we're going to use, because I don't know yet. I'm using my bucket of scraps and just some, I went through and I pulled out skeins of yarn that had already been used. Something had already been used out of it, and it looked like a Halloween color, so I threw it in the bag. I have a whole, you can't hardly see it, right there in the corner there's a reusable grocery bag that it's like full of Halloween colored yarn. So like I say, if you think this is a good idea, give me a comment down below. Give me your thoughts. Give me your patterns if you have them. Like I say, if they're free, you can email me at thewoollyllama.shop.com. No, thewoollyllama.shop@gmail.com. My online shop is thewoollyllama.com. It gets too confusing. But anyway, so I'm gonna cut it off for now. Get this uploaded, and yeah. So we'll see you on the next one. Bye.